I know, it's probably hard to come.
Video camera.
What's a video camera? I don't know. I don't know what the video camera is.
You feel me?
You're on.
So my favorite memory of Mazatlan, I've got many, so I'll try and name my top 3 that kind of relate to the family. But I can remember I was maybe 6 or 7 years old, and my brother and I built a little cart with my grandfather up in their penthouse. And I remember us scavenging throughout the whole hotel to find pieces that we could use for it. We ended up finding this machine that was used to haul golf clubs or something that belonged to like my Uncle Lance, or I don't know. And my grandpa gave us permission to tear it apart, which I thought was the coolest thing in the world. And we took it apart, and that's the first time I ever welded or soldered anything. And it's somewhere here in the hotel. I've seen it around. I've gotten to drive it a few times. Another great memory that I have of one of these events, and I can't remember if it was the same year or not, but I remember that Alex was here, and Alex had brought a bunch of The Simpsons videos, and Brooke and Jamie sang like a little sailor song or something, and Lauren was involved in that too. And what I really remember though was Gordon coming out in women's lingerie, a big blue muumuu with a bee on it, and a yellow wig dancing around like Bernetta. That kind of got ingrained in my memory. Second top choice was proposing to my wife out downtown. It was a pretty big event. And the first time that I was able to bring each of my girls and present them to the rest of the family.
Alright.
The rest I won't tell you on film.
Alright. Save those for another time. There's the family.
Alrighty, my favorite memory is whenever we brought Kyla down here and she was about 2.5 years old for Christmas. And we were up on a balcony. We had a room that had a wraparound balcony, and we brought some artificial snow for her to put on the balcony. And Dawn had Christmas stockings for her on the bed, candies in it, and a little miniature Christmas tree decorated with lights on it for her.
Alright.
And we put it all on the balcony Christmas morning, and when she woke up, Santa Claus came to see her. Santa had a pair of sunglasses on, which was really, really, really hot for Santa. And she sat on his knee and told him what she wanted, and he gave her a sack full of gifts and then left. And that was probably one of the coolest things I was able to remember at this point that we could do for our daughter. So that was cool.
Approximately 300 to 400 trips to Mazatlan.
Yeah. So pick one.
So pick my very favorite, because and that's difficult. Obviously, all these trips with the Benefield clan is always on my very top of my list.
Oh, now he's just being politically correct.
Well, it's not just correct; it's accurate. And all I see is a bright light. However, the story I will tell is 5 years ago, I was turning a significant 60 years old.
Damn, you are old.
Yeah.
He's old. I didn't know he was that old. Oh my gosh, he's 60 years older
than you.
And I wanted to hide.
60th birthday.
And so I figured I'd come here to hide for my 60th birthday. And unbeknownst to me, Kenny, my son, had put together a clan of Hultgren and derivatives of Hultgrens who came from, literally I had a cousin who came from Denmark, and they all showed up here to celebrate my 60th birthday. And it went on for about 3 days, a birthday party. And I think one of the highlights was probably the cake that Don made, or had made. He took a gas tank and hooked it up to 60 wicks, all lightable. And a big cake was baked, and it was set right over the top of these 60 candles that were hooked to a propane
Well, they were more like,
torches.
flares.
Torches.
Yeah, torches coming up out of it.
When right before we finally had my birthday cake, Don had this cake wheeled in along with people in asbestos suits. And they lit this candle or this cake on fire, and the flames were about that high. And it was a hell of a cake to blow out the candle. That's all I can say. That's it.